Hey everybody, John Harris here, and I'm with the full cast and crew tonight of From the Cheap Seats, which is where we're all sitting tonight. Roger's here. Say hi, Rog.
Hey fellas, how's it going?
Welcome back. Hope you feel
Co-host Billy
better.
Smith, of course. Welcome back, Roger. We know you were sick last week, and we're glad to see that you're okay. How was the champion youth soccer championship game, buddy?
We got it done. Great group of kids there, good family. So yeah, nope, they gave me the best kids. We went out there, played some good clubs, and we won the championship. So it's pretty
You
exciting.
coach them. I didn't know
I
you
coach,
coached them.
yes sir.
Cool. So he's
I've
a
been coaching for a couple
championship
of years.
coach we got on the sports show, Bill.
Woo!
Ooh. Oh, that's right. We are too.
I remember those days.
We've all won championships, coaching and
Yeah,
playing. Yeah, so, but
yeah.
that's
When you have six kids, they expect you to coach once in a while. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
was my part.
was it 5.5? Now you're 5 3/4. Well, you're 5 7/8. You're almost.
Almost there. Yeah.
Yep. What age group are they, Rod?
So they're under eight, U8. So
Okay.
seven, 6 and 7 year olds.
All right. So they're just
Oh,
learning.
sorry, no, U10, 8 and 9 year olds, 8 and 9 year
Oh,
olds.
8 and 9. They're still
Yes.
just learning the game, though, right?
They're learning. Yeah, but they're learning well.
I guess so. If you're the winner, you're the championship team. That's awesome. Now, is that a St. Mary's team?
It's the same areas team, but we play in Topeka, so we play some
Okay.
solid clubs.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
it's a
Topeka's
mix.
state capital, Bill. It's about what, 40 minutes from here, maybe a little closer for you. Well, about an hour for me, probably about 40 minutes for you or so.
Mhm. It's a big
Uh,
town. It's about
for
130,000
us,
people, and then St. Mary's has about 3,000.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, exactly. St. Mary's is a lot smaller, so uh,
Little underdog story there.
yeah. But I'm trying to think. It'd be like maybe Hamilton playing Atlanta or Elwood, your town, Malika Township playing Atlantic City.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty good. So that's a pretty good deal. That's a good job. So good job, coach. Nice
Yeah.
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Here's to you, and Bill will do it symbolically.
No, I got my mics.
There you go. Oh, you got a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm the one that's symbolic without alcohol in it. Woo! Well, congratulations, Raj, to you and the
Yeah.
kids. And if you feel like it, let them know that the guys from the cheap seats congratulate them. Job
I'll let
well.
them know that.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Bill, anything at your end? You're doing
Uh,
cornhole championship stuff, aren't you?
I've been in a couple of tournaments. We started two leagues one week, one league last week, and one's going to be this week. So that, and we're in the process of selling our house, so getting things
Oh,
together there. Which you know how that
got a lot
is.
of sports stuff to get rid of. You probably don't realize how much you have until now. Because Bill
Hmm.
had two very, well, actually four very athletic, involved kids. Uh, Everything from baseball to hockey to football to girls softball. Uh, I swear to God, I was so glad Nicole never hit me with a pitch. She would, because this girl, she had a good fastball when she was young, but she didn't always know where it was going, Roger. Really wearing a helmet and Kevlar, you might come away with a couple of bruises. But they were good players, all of them, in whatever they chose. So soccer, they all. I know that the T man and Nicole played soccer, right? I don't know if the boys did. They
Yeah, I pretty much did coach U8 to
coached a lot of
U6.
that stuff.
Yeah, U8 to U16, and then the two older ones they usually played baseball and street hockey.
Yeah, and they were good baseball players.
Yep.
Well, your boy Mike got to play against Mike Trout, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
tell Roger that one. I know there's a
Yeah,
Hey,
they played in a tournament and they were no hit until my son pinched hit and got a bunt single against Mike Trout because Trout was the
Trout
pitcher back
pitched.
then. Yeah.
that
So
was in New Jersey.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. That's a great story. Yeah, I was a big Trout fan from the beginning. He was quite something.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, injuries. It's a shame about injuries. You're just hoping he can get one full season
Yeah.
back at his because technically entering his prime or in his prime. Just want him to stay healthy and let's see what he can do. That'd be good. But yeah, that's a great story. I love that story every time I hear it. So,
Hmm.
um, All right, you guys ready to do week 10 of the National Football League? We'll go over some week 9 results and go from there.
Let's do it.
Let's
All
get her
right.
done.
All right. We'll go over our records first. In straight up games, Bill and Bill and me were 13-2. So if we
Oh,
were picking just winners and losers, and Roger, you were 10-5, so you were no slouch, buddy. So you had a good week too. We'd all been doing all right. And even on the other side of the coin, against the odds, Bill, you struggled a little bit, but you still finished above 500 at 8-7. Roger beat you out by a game at 9-6, and I just got lucky and had an 11-4 week.
Jeez.
wow.
Yeah,
You've been on a roll there.
You're killing it.
yeah, I've had some good weeks, but
Very nice.
that 11-4 still has some games in it that I'm mad about. You know, it still pisses me off. It's not 15-0, baby. So till you get that something and oh, it's always something. Couple of the games that stood out. One of the four, I took Houston over the Jets. You guys were smart and took the Jets, so you both won both ways there. Bill, all three of us took the heat on Denver. We thought that Baltimore would cover, and Denver State, or we thought Denver would cover, and Baltimore crushed them, obviously. Look down. Billy, you thought Dallas would cover against Atlanta, and I think the only thing they covered was the popcorn with butter. That's about it. They didn't cover nothing. You guys both took Cleveland to win and cover against the Chargers. I took the Chargers. Cleveland's giving away the house right now. I think, Roger, they're going to try and rebuild, is what it looks like to me. And some of the guys
Again,
gave away are also linemen and stuff like that. You know, the support. So I think they're just kind of almost having a fire sale so that they could rebuild. And you have probably had to do one thing or another, so that's what they did.
looks like they'll keep the defense and then rebuild quarterback offense.
Rebuild offense, yep, and that's probably the right way to go.
Like the 5-year cycle in Cleveland, it's rebuild, sell, repeat.
Yeah. We're doing the shampoo setup. Uh,
We need a quarterback.
yeah, they do. I mean, Jameis is there. Draft one, I think, and then let Jameis play for a year or two till the new one's ready. I think that's the best way to go. And I wouldn't put the new one out there till you make sure you got an offensive line that can protect him and a couple of weapons. You know, don't put him out there to get hurt and plus or maybe not be able to perform because he's got nothing around him. So Roger was the only one that picked Carolina to cover against New Orleans. We all them to win and they lost, but Roger did pick Carolina to cover, and of course they pulled the upset. I took, let me see if it's different. Oh, I took New England to cover against Tennessee, and so did you, Bill. So we both won that one as far as the cover.
Good call.
Oh, yeah, Bill and I both took, we all three did well with Philadelphia and Jacksonville, actually. We all took Philly to win and to cover, or Jacksonville to cover, and they did barely, but they did.
Barely.
I'd be honest with you, though, at first I thought Jacksonville was going to win. Eagles, Eagles the second half to wake up and smell the coffee. We all took Arizona, and that was smart. It was only a 1.5 point spread, so we all took them to win and cover. Rod, you bit the bullet on Green Bay. That hurt you over Detroit. We both took Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, at first it looked like they had a shot, but Detroit just pulled away. The defense was too good in the end. And the same thing happened to you with the Seattle over the Rams. Bill and I took the Rams, and that was a point. Whoever won that game was going to win the spread too, because it was a 1 point game. So, I rode the Chiefs, and so did Bill. We both won the game, but lost the cover. Roger was smart and took Tampa Bay to cover, and you got that one, Raj. Perfect. Kansas City to win.
Yeah, that was a good call because they're depleted on offense. So
yeah.
Baker Mayfield played out of his mind. Mayfield had a fantastic game.
I'll tell you, Baker Mayfield is so. I know people are starting to talk about, but he's underrated as a quarterback. I really believe that, and he's a great leader. I mean, guys want to play for him.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yep.
and
He'll put his body on the line, and he does it in a
a couple
smart
of them,
way too.
couple of them third and fourth down runs to get first downs. He didn't slide. You know what I mean? He puts his shoulder down and runs through people. I mean, I like that guy. And Indy, Minnesota. Bill, you took Indy because your heart's with him, and that didn't work out to cover. But you did get the win with Minnesota winning the game. We went over the record season totals. Uh, Bill, you're at 65.4% on straight picks. And against the odds, you're still climbing. You're at 56.8. So you're going to get to that 60% mark, I think, buddy, pretty soon. Roger is 58.4% on straight up games. And Roger, you broke the 50% mark at 53.4. So you're climbing as well. And actually, I'm right behind Bill on straight games at 64.7. And against the odds, I am at 64.4%.
Wow.
That's very nice.
That's
So,
impressive there.
but we will all keep making money for the people that watch the show. And if you don't watch the show, you're lost, dumbasses.
Absolutely.
That's it. All right. If you guys are ready, let's go into this week's games and let's see what we
Yeah,
got.
what are these brought to you by? Dennis, right?
That's right. We could do that. That's right. Brought to you by, and I don't have the I can get it. I have the address memorized in my head, but I can never remember his phone number. I'm bad with memory with numbers now, but I'm going to go ahead and look it up because I want you guys to have all of the information about Vineland Realty Corporation. Vineland Realty Corporation's at 634 East Landis Avenue in Vineland, New Jersey. You don't have to be just from Vineland, though. You can give Dennis a call and he can help find resources for you anywhere. Business and residential property needs, whether it's leasing, renting, selling, buying, whatever you need, whether it's a business or the actual building as well. Give them a call. Vineland Realty Corporation, 856-690-9482. That's 856-690-9482. We thank Dennis and the folks at Vineland Realty Corporation for sponsoring all the Public John stuff. And thank you guys for, and thanks, Bill, for reminding me because we don't, if there's one guy we don't want to slight, it's Dennis because he's a real supporter of the show and not just financially. I mean, he supports the heck out of it. So it's a lot of fun. Just every so often I get to talk to him or chat with him or text him, and there's always something. But yeah, it's a long-term relationship, and he's a fun guy. So thanks, Dennis. Thanks all you guys at Vineland Realty Corporation. And we will seamlessly transition straight into what you guys pay for. First game we'll look at, we all Roger took Baltimore across the board. You're the only one Cincinnati didn't Cincinnati covered. So Roger and I Billy and I both took Cincinnati to cover. So I thought Cincinnati was going to win for a minute.
Yeah, I would have liked to see an overtime in that game. It looked like that's how it was going, and then they went for two, kind of.
Yeah, go for two.
Yeah, but with 38 seconds left, I think they should have went for the extra point because even if they got the two, that gave Baltimore plenty of time to come down and still kick a field goal to win.
Kick a field goal. We're in the same boat. Even if you made the two, you were in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why I think going for the extra point straight up was probably the right move. But
it was a heck of a game.
Great, it was a good game. Two of the best offenses in the league, and they battled it out.
Yep.
So Denver, or I'm sorry, where am I at? The Giants and Carolina. Carolina is this is the go ahead and sleep in tomorrow morning, guys. This is the Germany game. It starts at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and nowhere in my do I care purview. There is very little, but the Giants are picked by 6.5. I am going out on the limb, fellas. I'm taking Carolina across the board. And give you guys a chance to win a game back here, I think. Just something tells me that Bryce Young is playing a little better. Neither team is good. Uh, I I uh, I think if they can get a pass rush on Danny Dimes, he won't be worth a plug nickel.
This game's at Carolina, right? I don't have that in front of
It's
me.
in,
It's in
it's in
Germany, so
Germany.
they're the home
Oh, it's
team.
in Germany. Sorry. Okay.
Germany.
All
They're
right.
the
That's
home
why.
team, but like Bill said, but it is in Germany.
Ooh.
All depends how much of the bratwurst and the schnitzels the boys have before the game. Thank God Chef Manfred ain't over there, Roger.
That's what I was gonna say.
Them boys would be.
Man, talk
They,
about good food. If you're in
oh,
Kansas, was it
that is
Schlotzi's?
some great German food. This guy, he's a certified award-winning chef from Germany. He's done.
Amazing.
That food is fan friggin' tastic. If ever I think I'm going to lose weight, I got to stay away from Manfred's. I'm telling you.
Yeah. When are we gonna do a show there again? Everyone here wants to go back. All my friends want to go back, just not to see me do comedy, just to eat the
Just to
food.
go back and eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're always chatting with him. I go to every when he opens once a month. I go to everything he has. I go to every one.
hmm
Good.
And what an interesting guy too. He's just fun to be around.
Him and his wife are so awesome
Both of them.
together. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That being said, it's in Germany. Giants picked by 6.5. And like I said, I took Carolina across the board. I was thinking Giants to win, Carolina to cover, but you know what? I said, I'm pulling the trigger, babe. I'm pulling the trigger, Bill. Pull it.
I'm glad you are, because I'm not. Just like you were saying about the Carolina's pass rush, it's definitely going to be the Giants pass rush all over at Bryce Young. Giants win this one easily.
Bill goes out and just makes a statement. Giants
So
win.
I had the Giants across the board, but Harris, John Harris here, you talked me into it. I'll take the Giants to win, but Carolina to cover. I do like what Chuba Hubbard has been doing there. Chuba Hubbard
Yeah,
has really been.
he's going to be happy too. They signed him to an extension.
And they got
Yep.
the rookie running back. He'll be back to that this week. Brooks.
Brooks is going to be back
Yeah?
officially. I saw that as questionable. Is he back for sure? Jonathan Brooks?
Let me just check. But I'm pretty sure they said he was going to play.
That might put a monkey wrench in Rogers' decision. Let's see.
No, I'll stay with that. Giants and Carolina. Carolina to cover 6.5.
Okay.
He's still questionable, but yeah, I got
toward playing. Isn't that how
that's
they
about it.
He's the top rookie in this class, so they have a lot of potential there. A lot of expectation.
Yeah. Hopefully, they'll figure out a way to get Bryce Young going. Denver, Kansas City, in Kansas City at Arrowhead. The Chiefs are picked by 7.5. I'm taking the Chiefs. I want to take them across the board, but Denver's been playing pretty well this season. They've improved a lot, but I think the Chiefs' defense is going to be a little much for them. They're going to put a lot of pressure on him, on Bo Nix. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with Kansas City across the board, but 7.5 just seems high to me. It's a tough one. But I'm going to stick with Kansas City across the board for now anyway.
What do you got, Raj?
So I like Kansas City across the board as well. Denver has had their moments, so they've kind of been Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde up and down. It is a divisional game, which normally I would take Denver to cover, but I just Kansas City across the board. They scheme so well. I don't know. Kansas City's still one of the best teams, if not the best. So yeah, give me the Chiefs at home.
Baby, and they keep finding ways to keep winning. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to join you guys. The only thing is, every time I pick Kansas City to cover, they don't, and whenever I bet against them, they don't. So I mean,
so you'd rather throw Kansas City out of your pool if you could, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. So we're all three on that.
Schuster's still out, and Pacheco's still out, but they both could be returning very soon.
Mm-hmm. I saw Pacheco is week 12. So 2 weeks from now, they're expected to back.
Now, so he could be back. But Kareem Hunt hasn't hurt them.
No.
I mean, hasn't been bad.
Quite Pacheco, but he has been, I think, a lot better than people thought. And
I agree.
And D-Hop, boy, did he come through the other night. Man, yeah, man, he was good. So that's a great pickup there. People are like, that's a steal. How the frig did they do that? Don't matter. It was done. Uh, all right, so we all took Kansas City across the board. Buffalo and Indy at Indy. Buffalo picked by 4. I took the Bills across the board. I just think they got a little bit too much for Indy right now.
And I believe Flacco is still starting, but I'm
Yes.
going down a limb. I'm going to take the upset here.
Woo, all the way.
Buffalo hasn't been that great, and they got injuries, so I'm going to take Indy here.
All right, Bill going with his heart.
Interesting.
And rationalizing it with facts. But he is Indy on the upset special.
Wow. I'm gonna take the Bills across the board. It is an Indy. Yeah, I just don't think. I think the Bills have a little more than what Indianapolis has. So,
yeah,
give me the Bills.
Gotcha. Atlanta, New Orleans. For some reason, this spread is only 3.5. I thought it would be higher. I guess they think New Orleans will play hard for their new coach. Bill, you said Olave is out, right? Before the show.
Olave's out.
Right.
Carr came back last week. Yeah, I thought it'd be I thought this would be at least 5 or 6 points, but I'm going to take Atlanta across the board.
That's what I did. I saw 3.5, and I was like, hey, if I was in some kind of a pool, this would be it. I would take this game.
I'm also taking Atlanta across. Drake London is questionable, but I think he's expected to play. I saw that just before we got on. It's hard. It's a hard place to play there. The Superdome in New Orleans. Always, they're always going to give you their best. So,
Yeah,
kind of makes sense to me that spread.
But they got rid of their top defensive back. So, I think the other one's hurt. So,
yeah, and a new head coach this week, his first game.
Let's stay.
We'll find out. And I'm thinking that might be what the 3.5 is for. They think these guys will play hard for them, whoever it is. I don't even remember who it is. It's their coordinator that was already there. But Minnesota and Jacksonville. Minnesota is picked by 7 in Jacksonville, who, though have lost a couple games recently, have been playing a lot tougher. I've noticed. Hung around with Philadelphia for a while.
Lawrence is questionable here.
Yes, I was gonna go there.
But I think Minnesota's got too much firepower here. I'll take Minnesota and give the 7.
I'll also take Minnesota, but I'll have Jacksonville cover if Lawrence starts. If Lawrence doesn't start, can I just keep Minnesota across?
Just let us know. Just let me know before kickoff.
All right, we'll do.
I'll put that for now. And Bill, you took Minnesota across the board?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then Minnesota, are they healthy at running back?
Aaron
Jones was.
No.
He played last week. Did he get hurt last week during the game?
He's fine. I mean, he's
good to go.
Okay.
There's really no update. It doesn't say too much about him.
Well, with Aaron Jones, you just should expect him hurt week in, week out. So
yeah, he gets banged up. So, all right, Pittsburgh and Washington. The Commanders. I hate that freaking name. Commanders are picked by 3.5 in Washington.
Last I checked, it was 2.5, but maybe
I got 2.5 as well.
I checked right before we came on, but that doesn't mean you guys.
I think your 2 may look like a 3, maybe.
It could be. Well, if you guys checked it, let's make it 2.5, and we'll make our decisions based on that. Either way, I still took, though I hesitated. Pittsburgh's playing a lot tougher. They've made some changes, one of them being at quarterback last couple of weeks with Russell Wilson. That's a good change, it looks like. I really think Washington is playing gangbusters. I like Jaden Daniels. I've always liked Terry McLaurin. Their running back situation isn't so bad. It's pretty good. Their defense is getting better under Dan Quinn.
Brian Robinson is out.
He is out, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Eckler will be starting.
So that's not that bad a downgrade.
Not a bad 2, no.
I will go with Washington across the board.
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking Washington across the board. That could go either way. If it was 3.5, Pittsburgh would definitely be a play there. But yeah, I'll stick with Washington 2.5. They seem legit.
All right.
And I'll do the same.
Cool. That's Billy's other heart pick. Between the Chiefs and the Eagles. Billy's a Washington and Indy guy.
And all I have is the Browns.
All you got. Sorry, buddy.
You better start finding another one.
You better start looking in the NFC. That's what we did.
Yeah, this loyalty,
for one, buddy.
This loyalty's killing me.
Oh, it does. It kills you. It did for me for years with Kansas City. It was awful.
One day.
And even Philly for the longest time was bad. But New England and Chicago, the Bears are picked by 6 in Chicago. Bears have had some internal strife lately. Plus, their coach doesn't make the best game time decisions between clock management and when to go for 2 and when not, and when to go for first downs and when not. And you're winning by about 20 points and you still keep Williams in there, like he could get hurt. I mean, I don't know. I really think this will be his last season with the Bears. I really do. The Bears don't fire their coach mid-season, but I get the feeling after this season, he may be AMF. Adios, mother. He's gonna be gone. He gone.
Yeah, the Bears have been playing pretty decent, but and I think they'll win this game. But New England hasn't been playing bad either. So, but I'll take the 6.
Okay. So you'll take New England to cover?
Yep. Bears to win, New England to cover.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. And so 6 does seem like a lot, but I think Vegas knows something we might not. I'm going to take the Bears across there. I'm going to take them across. Still not convinced on New England yet.
Gotcha.
Even though Drake May has been looking a lot better. He's looking like a real pro.
He has looked better, but then again, he was banged up a little bit last week or week before, and Jacoby Brissett had to come in for him.
Mm-hmm.
A week before.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens with that, I think.
And he does give them that run wrinkle, which I think kind of opens the game up for them because they were doing nothing early.
Yeah, he'll in the season. At least he'll take it. He'll roll out and he'll run away. He's got some mobility. So, Niners at Tampa Bay. The Niners are picked by 6.5. We do know that Christian McCaffrey is back. Tampa Bay is still missing some guys, aren't they, guys?
Yeah, their whole offensive, at least wide receivers are anyway.
Yeah.
Godwin's out for the year. As Roger said,
Evans might be back.
May be back.
But you don't know.
Let me just check on that one. Okay.
Well, I took San Francisco to win, but because the point spread is 6.5, and I think Baker Mayfield does everything he can in the world, I'm taking Tampa Bay to cover.
Yeah, Evans is ruled out for week 10.
He's out for this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you said, McCaffrey would be back. I don't think he'll be.
I think he's 100%.
He won't be a full load
back in
McCaffrey, but I think they'll have enough to manhandle Tampa Bay.
Ooh, manhandle, he says. Oof. And you're probably right, but I just a hunch that Tampa's going to hang close. But then again, you are talking about after a Monday night. But I think they're going to hang in there. They're not going to win, but I think they're going to hang in there.
The only thing I don't like there is that long road trip across the country, but I still like the 49ers. I'll take that 6.5 across the board.
Okay. Bill, you going across the board with it or?
Across the board with the Niners.
Okay. This might be a week so gain some gains back on me.
You could say Tampa outperformed against Kansas City because, man, that was something.
I even as a Chiefs fan, I think Tampa Bay definitely. I think Tampa Bay won 3 quarters.
Even 3.5.
Problem is, nobody wins the 4th quarter against Kansas City. So, who's coming on camera, Bill? Who we got?
Look who we got.
Oh my God!
Say hi.
She doesn't look much like her mom did when her mom was little, does she? That's Bill's granddaughter,
Guys.
right?
Nice, sweetie.
All right.
All right, goodbye. She got hands in the pants. She don't sit still.
No.
Who else is that? When she was young. Looks. I swear to God, Bill, she just looks like Nicole when Nicole was
Yeah.
that age. Oh my God.
She'll be 3 on December 9th, and she's what? How tall is she now?
40 inches.
40 inches. She's a big girl.
Yikes.
Wow.
She does look just like her mama when her mama was that age. Tennessee and the Chargers. The Chargers are picked in Los Angeles by 7.5. It seems like a high spread, but I'm going with it anyway.
Yeah, I think Levis is back. I think.
Is he?
Let me.
Yeah. And I think he's projected to start, which is surprising.
Well, if he's back, they're going to start him if he's healthy because they're trying to see if he's the future.
Bobby. Hi,
Yeah, he's good to go, and will be the starter. Yep.
Okay.
I got the Chargers here. 7.5 is a little steep because Tennessee's defense isn't too bad, but I think I'll just go with the Chargers across the board.
All right. Got it. How about you, Rod?
I'm taking the Chargers as well. Pollard did look pretty good last week, but outside of that, there's not much there on offense. I don't think they're going to score many points. I'll take the Chargers.
Yeah, their best weapons in Kansas City now. So.
Yeah.
Philadelphia and Dallas. A.J. Brown's supposed to be back. There was some talk that Devontae Smith was questionable. And Hurts was walking around supposedly with a sore toe. Didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, but he said he's good to go for tomorrow. Of course, Dallas, we know. Dak, you guys let me know because I knew he was going to be out for this week, but apparently he's out for the season. And Cooper Rush, which surprises me that it's not Trey Lance, but Cooper Rush is starting. Whether he'll start the rest of the season, who knows? But
and he didn't play well. He's actually been playing pretty good when he was in there.
Not
before.
bad, right? Yeah, he's held his own. I think those 7.5 seem steep, especially for a divisional game in Dallas. I just think Dallas was already weak on weapons. They've got CeeDee Lamb. Their running game isn't that good. The other side isn't great. Fitzgerald, is that, or Fitzpatrick? Who's their tight end?
No, Ferguson.
Oh, Ferguson. I'm not even close. I know he's pretty good. I know it started with a freaking F. But I like Ferguson. I really do. Now that you gave me his right name. But I think he's the only thing that might keep a person or two off CeeDee Lamb, but he's going to be double covered, triple covered, whatever.
Well, is CeeDee Lamb fully healthy? I know he went up a little dinged up last week.
Yeah, he is dinged up there, and let's see.
Well, I'll be honest. Without him, they got
without him, they definitely
got no shot.
Yeah, he's off the injury report, so he will play.
So he'll play. Okay.
Breaking news here, real quick. Ole Miss just beat Georgia.
Ooh.
They beat them bad too, 28-10.
Wow. It wasn't even close. It was a spanking.
No.
Yeah, and number 4 Miami lost earlier.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Georgia
I was
back.
away for a couple of days, so I'm just getting back into things. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, it's Miami. How about that one?
Mm-hmm. So for me there, I'll take Philly to win the game, but 7.5, like you said, divisional game. I don't know. They hate each other. They come out there. I think they do put out more than they would at any given week. I'll take Dallas to cover 7.5.
Okay. Bill?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Roger. I had Philly across the board, but that half a point makes a big difference. So I'm going to take and the Eagles aren't good against backup quarterbacks.
No, that's true. They're not. It's like, and it's a history. It's historic. You're right. And that part's true. and they're not great against the run. So if Dallas can get Zeke or somebody going running up the middle,
Dowell.
yeah,
Yeah, Dow or
or
Cook.
Zeke or Cook, that's right. So they do have kind of a three-headed monster. If they can get somebody going, they could give Philly some problems. But I'll fly with the Eagles this week and see what happens.
And Cooper Rush rushes the ball also. So I mean,
Yeah, and he runs. He's mobile too. Yeah. But that's part of why I thought Trey Lance would be in there because he's even more mobile. But look, they see them every day, so maybe they see something in Lance that San Francisco saw, I guess, and said, "Nah, we're going to move on." The Jets in Arizona. It's a 2-point spread. The Jets are picked
by 2, right?
by 2. Yep. I took Arizona across the board.
That's what I have, and you know what? I think I'm going to keep it. I don't like changing too often.
Yeah.
I don't like the long road trips across the country, but I think from now till probably the end of the season, the Jets are must win. Give me the Jets too. I still think that they're playoff caliber team overall, even though they haven't played like that. And how about that catch from Garrett Wilson? Two of them, but
that was fantastic. That
what was more impressive?
rivals that rivals
What
that
was more?
Odell Beckham catch from years
Yeah.
ago.
I was gonna say what was more impressive, that or Saquon Barkley's hurdle, because those were two incredible
Oh,
plays in the
the
same week.
Barkley hurdle, a backwards hurdle.
That was something.
That's just amazing. And
Never
it's
seen
like
anything
it was
like
a
that.
backwards hurdle when he got tackled and fumbled. It was a
Hi, welcome
hey,
back.
dude.
Is
It
she
was
gonna
a
make a
backwards.
pick?
Who are you going to pick? Who are you going to pick? Jets or Cardinals? Huh? Cardinals?
Yeah.
All right, she says Cardinals.
All right, Arizona for Liliana.
All right, I'm staying with the Jets. I'm going anti-kid.
Okay. Well, I don't think you can say that you're anti-kid, no. Because you keep making them, buddy. So,
I was going to say, if he is, man. What's he doing over
I don't
We're
think
halfway there.
anti with kid is a word. You might not agree with their choices, but which is going to happen with your kids later in life too. You're not going to agree with their choices.
I've learned not to listen to them.
Good move. Your poor wife though has got to hear both sides.
I have to listen to her. I have to listen to her though.
Yes, you always will listen to her. Yeah, if you know what's good for you.
Yeah.
Detroit and Houston. In Houston, the Lions are picked by 3.5.
No.
Yeah, Houston
That is
gets
Sunday night football, by the way.
Houston gets Collins back. Well, at least he's off the IR, so I'm assuming he's going to be playing. And but Tank Dell was questionable. But I think Detroit's just got way too much firepower here.
Yep, I took
So I think
Detroit.
especially in prime time.
Yep, prime time.
I think week in, week out, we're starting to see the Detroit really become the best team there in the NFC.
The NFC. Yep.
It's hard to pick against them. Yeah, 3.5. Even on the road, I'm going to take Detroit. I think they might be the team out of the NFC this year.
You may be right.
Woo!
Woo-wee. And last but not least, Monday Night Football. Once again, it's Monday Night Football. The Miami Dolphins go to Los Angeles to face the Rams, and the Rams are picked by 2. I took the Rams across the board.
Yeah, I think this is almost a no-brainer here. The Rams have been playing really good.
Oh, great! You said no brainer. Now I got to pick.
I got them across the board also.
Miami I agree with you, Billy. If there was one game here that I would pick, it would be this one. It seems almost too good to be true. Yeah, and then we don't even know what Miami's going to come out there with. Yeah, the Rams big, and if I had some actual money, I would probably bet big on that game.
Yeah, Tyreek's hobbling, right? A little bit.
Yeah,
and if
he's questionable.
Yeah, I mean they got their running game going last week, Miami, but
they still have Jason Waddle, right?
Yeah,
Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, A chain for the. He's been scoring some touchdowns, but I just think the Rams with Cooper Cup and Puka Nakua. I think
Yeah.
it's
And Kyron Williams
and
out of the
Kyron
backfield.
Williams.
Williams has
Yeah.
been running the ball well. I saw him last
He
week.
just opens that up.
Yeah, he does. So there you have it, fellas. That is our NFL schedule. Game differences, looking at it real fast. Let me see. Rob and I both took Carolina to cover. I took Carolina to win against the Giants. Bill kept the Giants across the board. Billy took Indy in an upset pick over Buffalo in Indianapolis. Roger and I stuck with Buffalo across the board. Roger took Jacksonville for now to cover against Minnesota, the 7-point spread, unless Trevor Lawrence doesn't play. If he did put a provisional in there, if Lawrence is out, then we got to change that to Minnesota across the board.
I'll send you a text.
Billy and I both took New England to cover against Chicago. Roger went with Chicago across the board on the 6-point spread. I went out on a limb and took Tampa Bay to cover against the Niners. And Roger and Billy took the Niners to win and cover. We all took the Chargers. Billy and Roger took Dallas to cover, but Philly to win. I took Philly across the board. Billy and I both took Arizona across the board. Roger took the Jets across the board. It's a 2-point spread for the Jets. They're favored. We all took Detroit, and we all took the Rams. So there's a wrap there. If we have any other sports news, let us know now, guys. I know in the NBA, the Lakers have finally lost a couple of games in a row and are coming back down to earth. Oklahoma City still looks real good, though they did finally lose their first game. Denver's starting to come on a little bit. The Warriors are playing better than everybody thought. Nobody picked them to beat Boston in Boston, and they did. Jalen Smith didn't play that night, however. They just sat him out for time management. So, other than that, well, Tyrese Maxey's hurt in Philadelphia, which is a big blow because Embiid's still out. So right now, all they really have is Paul George, and that's about it.
Oh, sorry.
I can't think of anything else NBA wise, unless you guys can.
Nah, like you said, it looks like. I mean, I think we've all picked Boston against
I took Boston and OKC.
OKC. Yeah, so
I took Denver.
Right, you took Denver,
and I did take Denver also. So yeah, but
okay.
but that's
I think I'm the only one who took OKC, and I
Yeah.
think OKC might win the whole darn thing.
I know Cleveland got off to a great start. I'm not a big NBA fan. I am a big fan. I just haven't been following it big yet. Try to do one sport at a time. But Cleveland got off to a good start. I don't know how they're doing the
They've
last
gotten
week.
off to a pretty good start.
And they have a lot of talent. They're athletic. But I don't know. Still maybe too soon.
no,
Yeah,
they're 10-0. Cleveland's 10-0.
Yeah, Cleveland.
10-0. Okay, they still haven't lost. Okay, wow.
I thought
It's all 7-0.
they lost a game. No, how about that?
No, they're
Hey,
10-0.
look at that.
They play
Hope springs.
at home.
Who?
They play Brooklyn at home tonight.
Okay, well, Brooklyn should
Brooklyn
be
4-5. So
playing-
they could be 11-0 after that.
Yeah, they're gonna be 11-0 tonight. Yeah.
I'm off to a party to watch this LSU Alabama game. That's always a big one, but this year they're not that great.
No, neither team really.
Yeah, it should be
They're not bad.
fun
They're
game to
not
watch.
bad, but I don't think they're elite.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think Alabama's quarterback is as good a game manager as recent ones have been. And
Solid.
LSU I think is playing pretty well. It could be a good game. They both could be airing it out. I don't think their defense
Could be a good game.
is great. So
Mhm.
could be a lot of fun. That could be a good game to watch. It'll be a lot of fun. So, did we discuss the MLS coaching change on air yet?
No, MLS. The Philadelphia Union fired Jim Curtin after 10 seasons.
Wow.
That's a long haul.
He was very consistent, but I think they've been butting heads the last this year. They didn't make the playoffs, and
Right.
and they're thinking that not playing, making enough subs towards the end of the game and whatnot.
Yeah.
But Miami plays tonight. They're even at one game apiece, and NYC just beat Cincinnati in penalties 0-0 to 6-5 on penalties, so they advance to the next round.
So they knocked him out. Okay.
And that's Miami Atlanta, right? That's an elimination game.
That's at 8:00. That's an elimination game. Yeah.
That's for you people that don't follow. That's the great Messi, Lionel Messi, my favorite player, right there.
Yeah, he's a great. No matter what, he's a great player. You can't take it away from him.
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to see him play live twice. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
What an amazing man.
And you can tell, Roger. So you tell us, because you know yourself. You guys can tell when you see an athlete that seems to be better than the rest of the people on the court, pitch, ice, field, whatever. Does he look that much better than everybody else almost on the field?
Almost every single game, absolutely. And the thing that's the most mesmerizing is how small he is. He's about 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And these guys are hacking at him. The ball's glued to his foot. I don't know. It's unbelievable. I don't think there'll ever be another Lionel Messi.
Wow.
And there's a big debate between him and Ronaldo, and they just happen to play at the same time. That might be the second best player. And as good as he was, I mean, I just
they're
don't think he's Messi.
No, definitely not. I mean, Messi is he's got good feet. He's a good, you can't knock him off the ball for his size. It's just phenomenal.
And even when he gets tackled, 90% of the time he fights through it, which is, it's a breath of fresh air in soccer because it has a bad reputation for, they flop, they go down. And that depends on the league. In England, they're pretty tough guys. It's like rugby with a soccer ball. But in Italy or Spain, flopping's like an art form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They're like, wow, he went down so beautifully. Yeah. What a great flop. LeBron James-esque even.
Yeah.
LeBron-esque. Good insight, guys. But I did want to know what you thought of Messi when you watch him live. So both you guys, thank you very much for that.
Absolutely.
Baseball, they haven't really seen too much free agent signing. There's always a lot of proposed deals, but nobody's really changed teams yet. So this guy might go here, this guy might go there. Yeah, good for you.
You guys probably already talked the World Series, right? I feel like that World Series could have been great.
We did. Freddie Freeman was well deserved for the MVP. Playing all busted up. Ohtani did have shoulder surgery on his labrum. So now there is speculation that he will not, at least toward the beginning of the season, be ready to pitch like they thought he would be ready to pitch. It is his non-throwing shoulder, but still there's a lot involved and I've torn both labrums, so I can tell you one of them did have surgery. It's painful and it's a long recovery to get, even after the recovery part's done. Then you work on getting your strength back.
I'll be surprised if he pitches, to be honest with you, this year.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
I'm not sure they need him to. I mean, protect your asset.
That's the other part, right? If you get your other guys back healthy, you're right. Both of you are right. You probably don't need them. So,
but legacy-wise, I mean, if he can make it as an ace pitcher and be as good of a hitter, I mean, top 3, top 5 player of all time, maybe that's in the back of his mind.
Yeah, it probably is. And I can't see if the Dodgers actually get healthy, which they weren't when they finished, if they get that same crew pretty much healthy, I don't know if anybody can beat them. I would pick them as the favorite to win, and I'm not a Dodger fan by any means, but it was like at first I didn't even want to watch the World Series. I don't like the Dodgers. I despise the Yankees, and I'm like, oh, this World Series is going to suck. I do like a couple of the guys that are on the Dodgers. I do like Freddie Freeman. I always have. I like Mookie Betts from his time in Boston. A couple of the other guys. I actually really like Will Smith, their catcher. I think he's steady and he's clutch. I like him. But and the job Walker Buehler did after having a very tough first injury plague, then high ERA season, the job he did in the postseason, especially the World Series, was phenomenal. That game was great. I mean, he came in and gave them all those innings, and they needed it badly. So I was like, what are they going to do? Well, what they did was threw Walker Bueller out there, and he just gave them a hell of a game when they needed it most. So
Yeah.
came in to get the save.
Yeah, because he had like an ERA of like over 6, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it was over 6. So but then he got to the postseason and somebody flicked a switch, I guess. So, because I think he got a win and a save in the series.
Mm-hmm.
I know he got
Or
the save.
was it 1 win or 2 wins? He might have gotten 2 wins.
Might have gotten 2, but one, I don't know because one game he didn't go 5. He only went 4 and a third.
Okay.
Well, but I think they took him out, and of course you don't get the win if you don't go 5. But he had a good series and a good season. So if they get those guys back healthy, Kershaw comes back healthy. It's gonna be tough again this year, I think. The only team that might hang with it for a while is the Padres, but then after that, gets to the postseason, the Padres might as well just hang their gloves up and go play golf.
Go surfing.
Yep. Get out your golf clubs, boys, and your surfboards. You can't beat the Dodgers. They can't beat them. I don't know why.
They can't beat them.
Oh, they were within a game. They were up 2-1 in the best of 5, and the Dodgers came back, swept them. 2 more games. Boom. See you. Bye. Thanks for stopping by, Padres.
Yeah.
All right.
Big money.
If we don't have anything else to go with, I think that's it. Is Tyson Fury still going to go on? There's so much talk about that fight.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Tyson, Jake Paul.
Oh,
that fight?
Paul, not Fury. What am I saying? Fury. Yeah.
It looks like it's going to happen. Yeah, it looks like that's going to happen. We're going to make a pick on that. That's next Friday.
Oh, it's next Friday? Yeah, it would
Friday?
be before we're back on.
Mhm.
I'm going with Tyson, baby.
Oh, okay.
Iron Mike.
Billy?
I was watching some video.
I actually want Tyson to win, but just something tells me these fights are fixed. So I'm going to go with.
Well, here's the thing. If it is rigged, then I think you want Tyson to win so you can have one hell of a rematch.
Absolutely.
Big old payday. If Tyson doesn't win, and you know, with Tyson, it's not going to be a decision.
No.
He's either going to get knocked out or he's going to knock somebody out. I think it's Iron Mike.
I think if Tyson's going to do it, it's going to be in the first minute and a half. Otherwise, this kid is going to really. And even in
like
his,
the old
even in
Marvis
his prime.
Frazier. What did he last? 90 seconds, Bill?
Yeah.
Years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree
everybody
with you.
hyped it up and then boom, gone. If you went to the fridge to get a beer and came back, you missed the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. If it ain't within the first couple of minutes, I think Paul
wear him down.
I think Paul's better.
Yeah, I mean, he's 27 years old against a 58-year-old. Are you even 58 yet, John?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, you are, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big difference. Your body is different. It's, I don't know, 27 to 50.
I read that years ago, a long time ago when I was 58, that your body's a lot.
I thought that was your age. You're wearing your number there. That's why
I'm wearing my number. That's right, baby. I wish it was my age. Hey, Mike, here we are, buddy. That's what it is. It's an omen, you guys. Ignore the omen, huh? Go ahead. I even forgot about that. I'm going with Iron Mike. I never rooted for him when he was young, but I'm rooting for the old geezer now.
I'm going to take Jake Paul.
Brother.
Jake Paul, 3rd round knockout. And hopefully Tyson gets back up and finishes.
He goes with a 3rd round knockout. He makes a prediction.
Called it.
Boom, he says.
And Billy, you're sticking Tyson?
No, I'm going Paul, unless like you said, Tyson gets him in the first couple of minutes. But I think it might go to distance. I think it's going to come down to the judges, and I think they'll go with Jake Paul.
I don't think with Tyson it could ever go to the distance.
I don't think Tyson has the gas
even
tank.
If he loses, he'll punch himself out, and that's how Paul will get him. I agree. I can't see it going to the. What is the distance on this one? Is it 12?
No, they only do what, the five rounds.
I think it's 8 rounds, and they're 2 minutes.
It's a real fight, right?
It's 2-minute rounds. It's 2-minute rounds, and I think they're doing 8 2-minute rounds.
2-minute rounds. I'm thinking round 2. I'm thinking round 2. Mike puts him down.
I still think it goes distance.
Real okay.
Wow, Billy, it goes the distance.
Only 16 minutes.
There we have it.
Do you think Paul in a decision?
Yes.
Wow. Billy says Paul in a decision. Roger says Paul in a 3-round knockout. And I'm going with Iron Mike in the second round.
All right, second round.
Second round, Mike's going to
I
go
like it.
bam, boom, shakalaka. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Jake, thanks for stopping by. Let me tell you who the real boxer is, the real fighter. It ain't you.
Well, I think both
guys,
guys
here
are
we
going to
go.
win at the end of the day. You're looking at about a $100 million payout there.
Yeah, no matter which way it goes, I'm sure somebody will make some kind of a case for a rematch.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, an early knockout might be the worst case scenario for the fight game. That's the only thing.
I mean, he's also fought nobody. I mean, a bunch of
Paul?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, then again, he's even fighting Iron Mike, who's 50 some years old. Is he? I mean, here's a chance for Iron Mike to show that he is Iron Mike.
Oh, I hope Tyson crushed him. But
I wished it was on something that didn't cost you like a week's paycheck to watch.
I'll send you a link, John.
Okay.
All right.
yeah, send me the link also. I'd like to see
All
it.
right, all right. These kids have they have their links. I'll get one out of them.
Woohoo! All right,
fellas.
fellas. Well, there you have it. We've got our picks in. We got some soccer in, some NBA in, and Iron Mike and Jake Paul Friday night. So before the next time we're on, we will have that as well. For Roger, for Billy, for Dennis and the crew back at Violent Realty Corporation, and for all you guys, thanks a lot. We may have a new executive producer in a week or two. We might have a Gizmo replacement, but we'll see.
There you go.
We'll see. I saw somebody today, so he might be. We might have a new mascot. So
Nice.
we'll see. If that's it, if nobody has anything, we will see you guys next week. Enjoy the games, everybody, and we will talk to you then.
Good night, guys.
God bless.